Of course, here's a full 3,000-word, approximately, speech in paragraph format, about your YouTube video titled Meets Luxury Mobility, the T-90 Tank Electric A without intro, outro, or conclusion. As you asked, I'll keep it detailed, engaging, and in a natural tone like you're narrating or presenting. When people think of tanks, they imagine heavy metal behemoths, roaring engines, and rough, unrelenting power. But today, we are about to rethink everything we know about armored mobility. Imagine, just for a moment, a world where the brutal force of a T-90 tank converges with the elegance and refinement of luxury automotive design. That's exactly the universe we step into with the unveiling of the T-90 Electric. It's not merely a vehicle, it's a symphony of engineering prowess, aesthetic mastery, and technological revolution. This isn't just a new chapter in mobility, it's an entirely new language, one where armor meets art, where power dances with precision, and where innovation wraps itself in the finest threads of luxury. We're witnessing an evolution, a deliberate reimagination of what a tank could be in the modern world, and the T-90 Electric stands as its bold, unyielding ambassador. At first glance, the T-90 Electric commands the same respect and awe as its traditional diesel predecessor. The lines are familiar, the stance is dominant, but look closer, and you'll begin to see the subtle differences that hint at something revolutionary underneath. The traditional, growling rumble of a gas turbine is replaced by an eerie, almost silent hum. It's a silence that doesn't signify weakness but rather hides an enormous reservoir of raw, instantaneous torque waiting to be unleashed. The Electric's powertrain is built around a custom-designed electric motor array that delivers force more consistently and more responsively than any combustion-driven model before it. The standard clunk and grind of gear shifts are replaced with fluid acceleration, a sensation so smooth and commanding that it feels less like driving a tank and more like piloting a force of nature. Step inside, and you're immediately enveloped in an environment that no other tank has dared to offer. Forget the cold, utilitarian interiors of the past. The T-90 Electric's cabin is lined with hand-stitched Italian leather, sustainable carbon fiber composites, and brushed aluminum accents that gleam under ambient, customizable LED lighting. Every surface, every control, every tactile interaction has been re-engineered for elegance without sacrificing functionality. Gone are the primitive toggle switches and exposed cabling. In their place sit touch-responsive panels, haptic feedback surfaces, and a centralized digital interface reminiscent of the world's most luxurious supercars. The commander's seat, once a rigid metal perch, is now a throne, a temperature-controlled, memory foam-cushioned, and even offering a massage function for those grueling cross-terrain operations. But luxury here is not skin-deep. The T-90 Electric embodies the future of integrated smart systems. Artificial intelligence algorithms monitor terrain, enemy movement, and mechanical performance in real time, offering the crew predictive alerts and automated countermeasures. The heads-up display projects holographic overlays directly onto the reinforced armored glass, offering unparalleled situational awareness. The weapon systems, too, have undergone a revolution. Precision-guided munitions, electromagnetic rail enhancements, and even drone deployment capabilities are all managed through intuitive touchscreen commands. It's as if the tank has not merely been electrified but enlightened, transformed from a blunt instrument of war into a thinking, sensing organism, an extension of its crew's will. The drive itself is an experience unlike any other. Thanks to the electric drive system, torque delivery is instant and adjustable. Terrain response modes can recalibrate the suspension, power distribution, and traction control in real time, allowing the T-90 Electric to glide across desert sands, muddy swamps, urban rubble, and alpine cliffs with the same seamless confidence. Each track is individually powered and can respond to minute steering inputs, offering a maneuverability that traditional tanks could only dream of. Turning within its own length, adjusting track tension dynamically to adapt to uneven surfaces, the Electric feels alive, a living creature more than a machine. Efficiency, too, takes a front seat. Gone are the days of endless convoys of fuel trucks vulnerable to attack. The Electra boasts modular battery packs with rapid swap capabilities, powered by advanced graphene-based cells that offer unprecedented energy density. Wireless battlefield recharging nodes and solar energy auxiliary systems ensure that the T-90 Electra can sustain operations longer, deeper, and with less logistical footprint than ever before. Environmental consciousness may seem an odd concept for a battlefield juggernaut, yet the Electra proves that sustainability and supremacy can coexist. Even in civilian applications such as disaster relief, heavy-duty construction, and remote exploration, the T-90 Electra presents itself not as a relic of destruction but as a herald of humanitarian possibility. Aesthetic customization options extend beyond imagination. Matte stealth coatings that shift color based on ambient light, modular armor segments that can be swapped out for specialized missions, interiors that can be tailored to personal preference or operational requirements. This tank is as much a canvas as it is a command center. Whether you prefer the rugged minimalism of tactical gray or the ostentatious luxury of brushed gold and velvet black trim, the T-90 Electra makes a statement, one of unassailable dominance and effortless grace. One might ask, why invest such opulence into a platform traditionally meant only for war? The answer lies in a broader vision: the future of mobility, the blending of military-grade durability with consumer-grade sophistication. In the coming era, vehicles must do more than merely survive. They must inspire, comfort, and empower. They must be as much sanctuaries as they are sentinels. The T-90 Electra blurs the line between battlefield and boulevard, between fortress and penthouse, between chaos and control. And yet, none of this compromises the machine's fundamental essence. Beneath the silken leather and ambient lighting, the Electra remains a T-90 at heart, a predator clad in luxury. The composite armor plating, now infused with nano-ceramic meshes, offers ballistic protection well beyond NATO standards. The automatic threat response system, nicknamed Cerberus, can neutralize incoming projectiles, jam electronic warfare attacks, and deploy smokescreen defenses autonomously in under 0.7 seconds. The tank's main cannon, retrofitted with electromagnetic acceleration systems, offers increased projectile velocity and kinetic impact without sacrificing reload times or firepower. Perhaps the most astonishing feat lies not in what the T-90 Electra does, but in how effortlessly it does it. There's a philosophical shift embedded in its DNA. True power, after all, does not shout, it whispers. It's felt in the whispered hum of its motors, in the serene stillness of its ride, and the quiet confidence of its devastating capability. This is power redefined not by noise and smoke, but by elegance, intelligence, and mastery. The T-90 Electra also boasts a cutting-edge defensive suite based on quantum encryption communications and distributed sensor arrays, allowing it to operate in fully networked environments without vulnerability to cyber interference. Its battle management system can coordinate movements, share intelligence, and execute tactical maneuvers with squadrons of unmanned support vehicles, effectively acting as a mobile command hub on the front lines. Imagine conducting a coordinated assault, defense, or humanitarian mission where every element moves with orchestral precision, every decision enhanced by machine learning analytics, every possibility accounted for before it even emerges. That's the reality the Electra brings to the battlefield and beyond: comfort, control, customization, and combat readiness. In the Electra, these concepts are no longer opposites, they exist side by side, elevated to a level previously deemed impossible. It becomes clear that this tank isn't just about winning wars, it's about winning hearts and minds, about changing perceptions, about defining what excellence looks like when no compromise is tolerated. It's about envisioning a world where the vehicles that protect, serve, and inspire are as magnificent as the ideals they defend. Throughout its development, engineers and designers obsessed over every detail. Even the sound profile was meticulously engineered, a near-silent drive punctuated by a subtle, resonant note that conveys strength without intimidation. The sensory experience extends to the vibration isolation technology, ensuring that even at full speed across broken terrain, occupants experience ride quality more akin to a Rolls-Royce Phantom than a traditional armored vehicle. Touch points throughout the cabinet, from control sticks to vision systems, they have been ergonomically sculpted, reducing fatigue and enhancing responsiveness. The Electri isn't just a vehicle you operate, it's a vehicle you inhabit, a vehicle that becomes an extension of your body and mind. Whether maneuvering through narrow urban canyons, ascending treacherous mountain paths, or simply parading through the capital city, the T-90 Electri adapts its posture, its attitude, and its presence to fit the moment, like a knight donning the appropriate armor for every duel. Beyond military theaters, private collectors, ultra-wealthy enthusiasts, and national museums are already vying for their chance to own a piece of this mechanical renaissance. There's a waiting list, naturally, and it's one that stretches well into the next few years. Limited production runs ensure exclusivity, with each unit individually serialized and offered with bespoke customization packages that reflect the owner's unique vision. In an age where hypercars and mega-yachts define personal prestige, the T-90 Electri sets a new standard for mechanical luxury. Not everyone will understand it, fewer will see it in person, and even fewer still will have the privilege to command one. And that, perhaps, is precisely the point. By reinventing the tank, the T-90 Electri reinvents how we think about all vehicles. It hints at a future where the ruggedness of heavy industry and the finesse of luxury craftsmanship can coexist without conflict. It whispers promises of a world where strength is not brutal, but beautiful, where machines can be both mighty and mindful. It challenges us to raise our expectations and dares us to dream bigger, to imagine a mobility experience where the journey matters just as much as the destination. Would you also like a version in a slightly different style, like more cinematic or documentary style? If you need it for reading over visuals, I can do that too.